Friends too.
All right, welcome back to another edition of Bleach Bangs Music, and we have got beautiful skeletons with us today. How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
We're living the life. Living the life.
Love it. Love it. Just want to introduce myself. My name is Randy. I'm in Oklahoma City.
What's up, Randy?
And I am John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
All right.
Hey,
Topeka and Oklahoma City. Damn.
We used to have a co-host in New Mexico, but he kind of dropped off. I haven't heard from him in a while. So we hit 3 states going on here, but we recently had talked to you guys before, and it was a wonderful interview, but you've got more things to talk about.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. More. Always. I mean, hell, here we are. Thanks for having us on again.
No, I love it. I love it. And it is an open door. Anytime you guys want to come on, just hit Sean up, hit one of us up personally.
Sweet.
We will put you on.
Nice. We'll do.
Cool.
Huey specifically will call you the next time he's taking a shit.
Oh, nice. I love it. Can we do that can we do it on Wednesday night about 7:00? Can you plan that?
Just my
On demand?
diet accordingly.
Yes, there you go. So everything when he says it like that, I will adjust my diet accordingly. I will adjust my crumpets. We all make fun of Huey. It's good. It's open season for all of us. He
Best
calls
an
it
English
moment.
man in the band.
Yeah.
You gotta have one of them.
It just sounds like it's going to be a very proper shit.
Super,
Very
like pinky
proper
out
shit.
proper. Pinky. I got to tell you real quick before we jump in, because I have so many of these fun stories, but for Huey specifically, on the last run that we were on where we had a bus and a bus driver, and our bus driver's from Georgia and has like a thick Southern accent, and is totally like an old trucker, like just has the mouth of an old trucker. He's driving us down the freeway, bitching about Huey who won't shut up. Huey's like high as fuck, right? He just smoked a big fat bowl. We're in between gigs. We're like cruising down the freeway. I'm sitting on the bench just trying to tune everybody out, and all of a sudden I hear this argument. And it's this weird argument because neither can understand what each other's is saying. So Tim, our Georgian bus driver, is like, "Would you shut the fuck up already and sit down? God damn it, you need to find your mute button," right? Huey, who barely can understand a thing he says either, is then, and also is high, is like, "Oh, wait, is it the remote right over there?" And he picks up a remote out of nowhere and just starts hitting the remote, and I'm dying in the background.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I actually remember that, yeah.
So they're trying to have this conversation, but it's just, 2 ships passing in the night for whatever reason. My fire alarm's going off. Sorry.
Were you cooking?
Anyway, I told my story, so I'm going to put myself on mute until it's done.
Oh my goodness.
That story was fire. That's what's going on.
All right. Well, We have got, I saw, how do you say his name? Ellie Einer?
Einar.
Einar. Okay. Okay. I was like, I've seen him pop in, I've seen him pop out, but he's driving. So
Battling traffic. Yeah, the name's Einar. Yeah.
Einar.
You got it.
Okay. Awesome.
Hey, I'm just here to be with Earshot. Those guys are killer, man.
Love it.
Heck yeah.
Love it.
Will.
So we've got some news coming down about August 21st. What's going on? What's happening? Tina's still on mute.
You're always telling me to shut up. This was like your one opportunity. Okay, fire alarm's good now. August 21st, that would be this Friday. And normally I'm terrible with dates, but this one is important, obviously. Our first full-length debut album is dropping that day, August 21st, this Friday, and will be available everywhere you normally get your music. So Jason's Mom's House, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Pay, all of the things. Okay, it'll be available on YouTube as well. We have a premiere music video for our favorite track on the album, also debuting at 12 p.m. Eastern on YouTube as well.
And what is the name of your favorite track on the album?
Me?
Absolutely. So it's your favorite track on the album.
It's the favorite. Okay. I actually didn't like this track at all. Coming into the recording experience, I was like, this is a fucking bullshit track. I feel like it was a weird area for me to kind of like spread into, and I just thought it sounded lame. And everybody else was like, no, that track is the best one. It's fire. I'm like, if this is the best one, we're fucked, because this is a terrible track. But
I freaking love you.
By the time Ulrich got a hold of it and helped us sort of form the original idea, like now I feel like, okay, yeah, it's definitely one of the best. But at the risk of being disagreed with by the guys, I think my actual favorite is probably Come With Me, which is the very first one, which we have a video out for now already.
Okay. And I did not see that. Or I would have had it. Gosh.
All good. It's available on YouTube. There's a music video and a lyric video. The reason why I feel like it's my favorite personally is the very first track on the album. It was the very first single. And it was the very first time that I realized, like, I'm fucked. I am married to both my physical family, and I'm married to my bandmates and the music. And as much as I want to separate the two, there's just no going back. So Come With Me is sort of that track. It's like, look, I'm going to end up homeless in a box on the streets of Portland, divorced spinster or whatever. And that's okay. Come with me. Fuck it. So drop in the bucket. It just has to be that way.
Oh my gosh. Is she like this all the time, guys? This is great.
Yeah, I'm generally
very tame at the
Yeah.
moment.
She's
not
a
warmed
one of
up
a
yet.
kind.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. Well, I do have a little bit of a promo that you guys put out there. So let's check this out. Right on.
Yeah. Musicians, we're always so impatient, sitting on top of some fucking what we think is a gold mine, and we're just like so excited we can't help it. We want to
12 months
bust
we've been
our
sat
load
on
as
it
early
for.
as possible. Was that you?
So where did the name Pulse Line Scar come from?
All right, y'all. You guys, somebody else explain. I want to see what someone else is.
But the idea it's kind of based around the energy that connects people, the kind of a pulse line that goes through everybody, so that everybody gets kind of a shared experience. And the album's about kind of real stuff, that Tina's been through and that everyone's really been through, family stuff, emotions, relationships, etc., real life stuff. So it's like a thread that connects every song. That connects other people, it's about pain and suffering and real life and emotions. That good enough? Or?
That's good. That's good, man. That's good. I would say the only thing that I could add to that really is the scar portion of that, right? So Huey explained the pulse being something we all get, the line obviously connecting all the threads of the songs together into this album. But the scar is, I mean, a lot of people spend their whole lives trying to get rid of things like a scar on their body. And I feel like some of the best of us, we showcase those scars. Because whatever happened that put that scar on our body, it's never going to change. It will always be there to remind us. And hopefully you're zenned out enough that you understand like what the lesson was meant to be for that physical apparition on your body, that scar. And that was kind of the idea of the ending of that.
I love it. That's cool. That's awesome. And Huey, I hope you don't have a scar from your bus driver to remind you where the mute button's at.
No, I've got plenty of scars, so.
We had so much fun on tour.
What, no, hold on. So the scar is actually on his toe.
Oh, you did not. Okay, I'm not touching that one. You guys can talk about that. I'm out.
What was
I
that?
just got on his good side. I'm not picking up the bad side.
That was fucking hilarious. That's all.
Jason, please
my
explain.
toenail. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, for the love of God. So we're all touring. We stop somewhere, and I think Huey's like, I'm getting a hotel, and he takes off. The rest of us are crashing in.
Des Moines in Iowa, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I don't remember where.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
he calls us in the morning, and he says that he's stubbed his toe while running to the bathroom, and he's like, he's not crying, but for 3
No, I was crying. I was crying.
He sent us a photo of his toe, and it's like his toenails just ripped off. Like,
big toe on my right foot, yeah.
And so we're like, holy shit. So we send him an Uber and Uber him to the ER, and then we have to go look for him because we don't know where the fuck he's at because he's not at the hotel we're parked at. And so anyways, by the time we go to find him, so I don't know how long he was at the ER, probably a couple hours getting
4 hours.
4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We show up in this tour bus, park it under the the thing, 45-foot Prevost, and Anar and I go jumping off the damn thing to go walk it in there. And, we're looking for a British bastard, and all the nurses look at us and go, he wasn't lying.
Room 3.
Oh, I didn't know that part, that he wasn't lying. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so we found him and we collected him and threw him on the bus and we
And I
took off to the next city.
played the last 2 shows, with a mashed up foot.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. He's like,
No, it wasn't.
I was like, I'll get you a fucking wheelchair, and then you can like conserve all of your big toe energy for like the performance, But no, he still insisted on doing everything the same way. So he's like limping as he's hauling all his shit in the fucking 115-degree heat somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, and just thinking, here's some context for you. Like, if a guitar player is to like injure his finger, that's going to affect the playing. Then the big toe, I mean, power to you for pulling through.
Of course, the mother in me, I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Oh my God, guys, Huey's fucking dying. We need to go. Like, I need bandages. Like, give me some cookies. He's probably hungry at the hospital. Like, I went to like full on like cookies. Mom. I was like, oh my God, we gotta go rescue him. And these guys just kind of roll over in bed. They're like, I'm going back to bed. I'm like, no, he's at the ER right now. Like, he's dying. You guys, we gotta go. And they're like, shut up. And they just went back to bed for a little bit.
That's funny.
Oh,
I'm like, okay. Goodness. But yeah, that's the toe story. But anyway, now that we're in the weeds.
I love these types of stories. These are great.
Yeah.
Jason's, what's happened to you? You've got to have a story.
Well, I haven't broken a toe. I don't know. I don't know if I have any funny stories from tour. Oh,
what are you talking about? So
yeah,
there's so many.
I'm sleeping, right? So I'm crashed out, and the bus is rocking, right? Like it's going pretty good. And then all of a sudden, a little curtain flies open. And I think Anar reaches in, grabs me, and shakes me. Jason, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? What's going on? He goes, we just drove through a fucking tornado.
Are you kidding?
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even feel it. went back to sleep.
That's great.
Our AC was out on the bus, I swear, like for the entire tour. So I'm laying in the hallway between the bunks underneath the emergency hatch, just trying to get some fucking air. And I managed to fall asleep, and I get woken up by hail. There's fucking hail hitting me in the fucking face. I look up, like, what the hell's happening? And we drove through a hailstorm, and the guys couldn't figure out how to close the fucking emergency hatch. So all of a sudden, there's all this hail in the fucking bus. Oh, what the hell just happened?
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
Crazy shit.
Spinal tappist.
Yeah, probably.
Just make a drink. Just
We're a dry band. Believe it or not, we are a dry band. There was maybe one or two occasions in which Jason specifically and Huey have had a beer or two or five. And when Jason gets drunk, he's just all like Mr. Handsy Pansy with everybody around him. I'm like, okay, somebody watch him.
look out, Huey.
I call him Whiskey Jason when he's like that. But then when Huey gets drunk, which is even more rare, the only time I have seen that is at the end of our last tour. He turns into Bangkok Bob. And I'll let him explain that to you.
Nah, you're good. That's a past life. You're good.
He like taps into his past life and he's Bangkok Bob. So, I mean, but for the most part, we're just crazy and sober, which is really weird. Well, I mean, I guess we're all, myself and Hugh are high most of the time, but it's just a way of life for us. Consider that. But other than that, man, we watch everybody else knock them back and we just kind of chuckle and lean against the wall and hope they get drunk enough to buy our merch, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hell yeah.
And a few of these guys are chick magnets. So it's always fun to have like some drunk blondes trying to find out which grandpa it is in the band that they want to try and corner in the back of the bar. Pretty awesome.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
In order for people to buy your merch, is there a do you guys have a stuff on the website, or is it just at your shows right now?
Right now it's just it shows, but we are actually working on the availability of it also on the website, which is under renovation currently. You know how it is. It's hard to keep everything going at once.
Mm-hmm.
But at any point, if you're interested in merch and it's not available online or you can't attend a show, and you just DM us, we will personally ship it to you, and we take all forms of payment for the most part. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any kind of merch before we get the central Shopify up and going, just reach out to us. We all check our socials. We all check our shit. None of us are like so amazing and popular that we don't check these things. Okay. We read every single one of those messages. So just let us know you'd like something.
I will verify that because I screwed up the link to the show tonight and I sent it to them and I was like, they're never going to look at this.
No, you have to.
Bing, got it. Thanks. I was like, holy shit. All right.
Yeah, I mean, hell, this is like, you know, messaging, people's ability to message a musician or a celebrity or whatever, like somebody that they want to interact with is like crazy. These days, you might actually get a response from somebody, which is like completely nuts. You know, we did a cover of an AIC song and the drummer, their current drummer, pinged me and was like, hey, I just want to let you know, I really liked that cover. That was pretty good. I was like, who the fuck is this? Of course, I'm clueless. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I dropped the screenshot in chat and they're like, that's their drummer. I'm like, no way. So every once in a while,
Sir Sean Kenny, please.
Sean Kenny, yeah.
Yep. Sometimes, not every time.
Right on.
I'm still trying to get Kevin Costner to come say hi. What's up? My mom wants to marry you, but he hasn't responded in a while.
He's just living in a field of dreams somewhere, though.
I see what you did there, buddy. I see what you did there.
There's my bad joke. Hey, Randy, I think before we get too far, I think you should actually play a little bit of the song.
All righty. I do have Dropping Anchor loaded up.
Ooh,
Do it.
right.
All right. Here we go. Dropping Anchor. Go check it out. Yeah. Love it. I love it. And I love how you talk just like you write lyrics. Love it. You are not afraid to say fuck.
No, not at all, sadly.
I love it. I love it. Speaking of, what goes into writing a song? Who does the writing?
That's not where I thought you were going with that when we were just talking about fuck and you're like,
oh my god.
So what goes in to the writing song?
Yeah. What goes into
a hot dog in a hallway? That's what goes in. So usually how we do it is Nar, who's on mute over there, probably laughing because I say the same shit every time. Yep, he's driving. So Nar is like this. Between Nar and Huey, those guys could just make hundreds of songs every frickin' practice. It gets to the point where I'm like, please stop sending me shit. I haven't finished writing the other shit. But they started.
Sorry.
And then, no, don't be sorry. That's good. And Jason, of course, will come in and join and add bass. And then they'll send me a couple of drafts. I'll sit in my closet late at night and formulate whatever I think the song is speaking to me. I'll open and record it, nothing too crazy. Send it back and be like, here, this is what I was thinking. And that's sort of how most of our songs bass line get written. And then when we get together, we sort of refine it, argue about it for a while, change things, and eventually it becomes what it is.
Really cool. It always amazes me how bands, there's so many different ways to write a song. Some people, they can't write unless they're all staring at each other in the eye, and then the drummer kicks out a beat, and then the singer just starts scatting something that absolutely no words, but and then the guitarist comes in, and then some people will just write the guitar first and send it off, just like what you said. Hey, what do you think of this? And then somebody will add to it. And then by the time it comes all the way around, it's got all the pieces to it. And it's just like, it just amazes me how many different ways in today that bands can write. And it's just amazing.
But, for example, I don't know, if the COVID pandemic had happened maybe a decade ago, it just wouldn't have been possible for people to even keep up with each other, let alone musicians to write long distance like that. It just would have died on the scene. Thankfully, we have so many ways to be in contact with each other without actually physically seeing each other. So when it comes to some of our writing, that is how we do it. But we also do jam all the time. It starts with Nar. He just starts playing some bluesy thing or some chuggy thing. And we just start jamming. I mean, we're awesome like that chemistry-wise. We all can kind of go with it, and I'll scat a little bit, or I'll say crazy shit that later I listen back to. And like, what was I saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, we get songs that way too, Like I said, for us, it's not a matter of like, oh, we just don't have any more ideas. It's like, can we just pare the fucking ideas down? There's too many ideas.
That's a great problem to have.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, are we planning any types of tour with this album?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah! Let Nar's our booking guy. He's our one-stop booking. So Nar, why don't you weigh in on that? If you don't crash, thank you. Yes, don't crash.
Yeah, not crashing. I was cussing earlier there. Yeah. So the tour that we've got kind of tentatively, it's not completely booked yet. We've got some people some friends down in California that are helping us out. We're going to fill in dates down in Northern California and Southern California. And so right now there's only 3 shows. We got one in LA at the Whiskey on Sunday, October 4th. And then we're making our way back up north, and we have our CD release party at Billy Blues in Vancouver, Washington. And then the following day on the 10th is the final show up at Cruisers up in State Line, Idaho.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So, I wish we had more time to go on a longer run, but unfortunately,
dude, it's expensive. It's expensive, man. You've really got to plan that stuff out, and you got to be serious about it.
Yeah, touring costs a lot of money. Yeah.
So much, especially with gas right now, right? So like that's the number one expense, I think, gas and food.
Yeah.
And that's like the number one thing we fucking need to go on tour. Like that's a terrible coincidence. You know, I'm sure we could all eat like ramen and shit, but even ramen's expensive now. So what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really weird. I remember seeing a interview with Brent Smith from Shinedown. He's like, I don't even have a house. I mean, I'm just on the road all the time. I don't even
I saw that interview, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
and it's crazy.
If you think about it, Shinedown's on the fucking road constantly. I'm like, how in the hell do they do that shit?
Well,
and it's not a small production. Yeah, well, that's true.
Well, now he has to stay on the road. He has to stay on the road. He doesn't have a house.
Right.
He's got a tent somewhere, like a pop-up somewhere. No, it's crazy to like, you know, as musicians, as indie musicians, you know, we try to like sort of pull that curtain back and be like, all right, this is the man behind the motherfucking curtain, guys. Like, this is not a glamorous life. Nothing in this world is free. Everybody wants to fuck you over and everything hurts and feels good at the same time. It's like the worst sex in the world, but it costs you. So, you know, for me, I'm like, you could hit 200K on Spotify for spins, right? 200,000 on a single play. And you might get a check for $15 in the matter of 3 to 6 months, you know. And I always try to stress that with our audience, like, hey, if you like what we're doing, please allow us to continue by contributing, by seeing us live, by reaching out to us, by, you know, even if you don't have money to buy anything, which most of us don't anymore, just share the post, like share the link, hit the like button. All those things are free, and it just makes such a huge fucking difference for us.
Yeah, welcome to the music industry. It costs to play, doesn't it? You know.
Yep,
Everyone wants money. Every single person.
Yep.
Before the band. Yep.
It's a big line it's a big line with their hand out before they even reach the band.
Yeah.
And the rise of predatory people in this corner of music is insane. Like, there was always, you know, shady characters that are trying to like get you to buy into something that you get a promo for. But I feel like now it's like 9 times out of 10, I go straight to Reddit. I'm like, has anybody worked with XYZ? And it's just like scammer.
Oh no,
ripped me off, scammer, didn't do this, filed a report with the BBB, you know. And it's insane the amount of people that are always trying to rip off indie bands. Nuts.
Insane. Well, definitely anybody that is listening right now or listens a little bit later, please go check them out in California and Washington. Buy some fucking merch. Give them some gas money. Ramen noodle money.
Or just hit the like button, like add us onto your socials. You know, every single person counts. Every single person that subscribes is just one easier pathway to get that music out to them as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Just like you were saying, the line.
Exactly.
All connected.
The line. And then, of course, for wonderful people like you two as well, sharing the love.
Awesome.
I want to add something to this. Let me add something real quick. So Will from Earshot, he just posted a little reel on it. I think it was on Facebook, and he's talking about how different the industry is today than it was, you know, in the early 2000s. And, you know, he's pretty much holding up a CD and you know, piece of vinyl. It's like, you know, this is how it used to be, and just the realities. And that just kind of ties into what we were talking about.
Yeah. It is so different now. And everything is algorithm based, and nobody really knows what's really going to work. And there's things in there that block certain things. It's like, no, I don't want you to, you know, you get throttled. And it's just like, the music industry is just, I feel for you guys. I really do.
We feel for us.
Gosh. But yeah,
that should be a testament to like the true, like irresistible urge that we all have to continuously whip ourselves. You know, like I mean, we like the pain. We're all sadists, and it's what we do. We just don't have a choice. It's just in our DNA. So we got to do what we got to do.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much, and don't be strangers. And Huey, I'm going to be looking forward to that phone call on a Wednesday when you are privately,
properly
taking care of yourself.
What the fuck? How did we get here?
It'll be an exclusive live.
We actually started here. How did your band
I got one more thing. I know you guys are getting on with Will and the guys from Earshot. We actually opened up for them last year up in Portland, and like about a week later, we ran into Will down at the Whiskey. He probably doesn't remember that, but tell him hi. Tell him that we love him, and we would love to do a collaboration with him.
They're actually playing the Whiskey the day after we are in October.
I saw that. Yeah.
Well,
stick around.
To be honest, he should be popping on here in just a minute. I don't know. We can find something to talk about until he pops on.
Well, go ahead, Jason, and tell them your story about who you were playing fucking guitar with back in the day at your house that you didn't know was who he was.
That's a silly story. I had an old girlfriend. She said, "Hey, grab your acoustic guitar, come up here to my mom's house. We're having a barbecue in the backyard." So I get up there and play guitar all night. And there's another guy there, with her stepdad, and they're strumming along, acoustics in the backyard, strumming along, and he plays a song "Footloose" from back in the day. I'm 19, so this is 15 years ago, and I look at it, I said, "Wow, dude, you did that song really well." Anyways, we wrap up. I go home. My dad's waiting for me. He's already on the phone with my girlfriend. I walked in, and he's holding a record. And he goes, "Is this the dude you were jamming out with in the backyard?" I go, "Yeah, that's the guy." And he goes, "And you told Kenny Loggins that he did a good job singing Footloose." I was like, "Well, he did. He did a great job."
Oh, my goodness.
Claim to fame.
What did he say? Thanks, man.
He was like, "Thanks," and he pointed at her stepdad and goes, "Who's this guy?" Right? But I guess they grew up together. Like they took guitar lessons together growing up, and just been lifelong friends. So whenever he came through the Pacific Northwest, he would always go to their house.
How cool! How cool! So he didn't have a house to live in either, huh?
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah.
We can't be famous because we have dwellings. We have permanent dwellings.
Right.
Tell him. I have Harry Potter curtains.
That's about right. That's about the most rock star thing you have, Jason. We love you for it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I gotta do this. I gotta flip it around because I'm obnoxious like that. So I have a question for you two.
Oh.
There she goes.
Hey. Tell me what moment in time put you in a place where you're like, you know what? I want to do bleach bangs. Tell me the origin story of bleach bangs.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, it's really kind of long. I remember I was sitting at home and I was listening to music and listening to the radio actually, and I was like, God, I am so sick of the same damn song over and over and over. And and I was like, it's almost like they are trying to brainwash you. It's like, no, you're going to like this song. And I was like, I see what they're doing. And then I texted my buddy in New Mexico, the one that used to be on with us, and was like, man, I really wish we could start a radio station. We would be kick-ass DJs. He's like, dude, that'd be funny. And we sat here and did these stupid little things back and forth, doing voice messages and everything, and we were laughing. And I looked it up, and I was like, huh, we can start an internet radio station. And I found a little thing that we could do, and I had actually met John at Rocklahoma one year, and he was just so full of just carnal knowledge of rock and roll and music, and I was like, he'd be really good. And
Is it like for unlawful carnal knowledge?
Yeah,
unlawful. All carnal knowledge is unlawful. Come on.
Van Halen.
Well, I want to say that it was Facebook, but it was actually MySpace. I sent him a message and said, "Hey, dude, do you want to be on a radio show? We do it at John. What? I don't even remember what that message was."
Bro, it was not even that detailed. He said, "Hey, bring your A game. We go live tomorrow at 7." And I'm like, "Oh, what in the hell are you talking about?" He's like,
"Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be DJs." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
all right, no pressure there.
Jumping in, balls first. That's awesome. We need more people who are passionate enough to give up their fucking time and do this and put up with all of our obnoxious asses. And I don't want to scare Will off. I think he probably thought he was early or something.
Will he actually showed up before you guys did.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He did.
All right. Well, I know you got to get him on here too. It's only fair. But we'll reach out to Will. I think the last time I met Will, he had just finished. We played at a show at Dante's in Portland, like Nar was saying, and then I was walking around the audience afterwards. You know, they were getting ready. Saliva was getting ready to go on. And he's like, "Hey, man, you know, you guys did really good." And he shook my hand, and I was like, "Who are you?" I couldn't see anything. I'm like this tall, and you know, Will's like 1,000 feet tall, so I had no idea who I was talking to. And I was like, "Thank you."
Good memory. Good memory.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was like, "Oh, I just claimed total Asian blindness. Sorry, you know, just everyone taller than me is completely out of my purview."
I'm gonna have to change the height on my driver's license. I like 1,000 foot.
Please do. Please do. Be more accurate, sir, about your height.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. We'll jump off and let you get to doing what you're gonna do, and hopefully we run into you pretty soon.
100%. Likewise.
Yeah. Oh,
you,
Nar looks like he's getting ready to say something.
Hey, Will.
Hey. Hey.
All right. Well, that's it then, I guess. Hey, Will. Bye, Will. Have a good show. Thank you too.
You guys have fun. Watch out for those 1,000 foot tall people.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, it's my life, man. It's my life. All right. Thank you both.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's been fun, yeah.
So
Bye,
fun.
guys.
Bye.
All right, guys. See you later. See you later, Will.
All right. Well, Will.
And then there were 4.
It was great because
I don't hear you guys. What
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No? No? Uh-oh.
I'm not hearing you guys anymore. Nothing. Nada.
Randy, I can hear you.
I can hear you too. Still nothing, Will?
Still nothing.
Shit. Damn.
I'll try signing back in again.
Okay.
Give him a thumbs up to sign him back in. Since you said okay, like he could hear you.
Well, he seemed to be, I don't know, he's reading lips.
That was weird.
All right. Can you hear?
I can hear you now.
Oh, thank God.
I think this officially means that we are within earshot, right?
That
I had to take it. I had to take it.
That was great. That was great.
Like the best one of the night, right there.
Well, we were started out of earshot, but now we're in.
That was great. No, talking to those guys, they were like, man, I saw a reel that Will from Earshot did, and I was like, Will's actually going to be on next. They're like, no.
That's awesome.
I go,
you should do that thing where you switch us to the other side of the screen.
oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. There we go.
No, it's gonna be, I was
Oh,
gonna
look at
throw
that.
on to it. There's
That
jokes
looks familiar. That looks familiar. I've seen that a couple of times.
Heck yeah.
How are you guys?
I'm doing great. Hey, I guess I could introduce ourselves. My name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
I'm John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
I'm from a little town in Kansas called Atchison.
What? You gotta be shitting.
That's where I'm from originally.
That's where my dad went to school.
Really? Which one? Atchison High or where?
I assume, or ACCHS is Effingham. Maybe it was Effingham, somewhere right over there. Went to.
Gotcha. Effingham is like 20 minutes or something away, I think.
Yeah, I feel like Effingham's like the grade school now, and then Atchison's got the high school or something. It's like they've combined. I thought. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a Atchison. Well, I mean, it might have changed. I don't think it has. Not a lot changes there, but
yeah.
There's Atchison High, which I don't think I ever went to I went to Atchison Junior High for 1 year, and then I went for one other year before that. I went to an elementary school. I don't remember what it was called. It might have been just Atchison Elementary School, but yeah, small world. Topeka. I used to go up there. My uncle and my grandmother would take me up there when I was a fledgling musician. When I wanted to buy an amp or guitar or something, because there wasn't really any music shops in the little town that we lived in. So we'd have to go to like either Kansas City or Topeka, to the music stores there.
Right on. Wow.
That is so cool.
And I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm an avid Chiefs fan. So
right on.
That's my team. It was tough being a Chiefs fan for many years.
Yeah.
But the last 10 years has been pretty good to
It's
me.
been golden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, I'm actually from Kansas as well, but I'm from the bad part. I'm from the bad part of Kansas over there, southwest Kansas, over by Liberal.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, listen, every city has the good and bad parts to it, so is what it is.
My wife just walked in and gave me some crazy thing, and she goes, "I dare you to eat that on air." I don't know.
Is that shit we bought in France?
It's not gonna.
No, I don't have
It's a glare.
That is not gonna happen though.
I mean,
not very sour.
is it blue? It looked like one of those urinal things that you throw in.
It's a urinal cake, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it kind of looked like from a distance.
He didn't flinch.
Okay.
Good urinal cake. Good one.
Yeah. I'm gonna start gleeking.
Let's turn your tongue blue or something.
There's a trash can right here.
No. Wow. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
It's just random.
I probably have the same reaction.
Don't want me to dare you.
Oh my goodness.
Randy, mistakes were made, Randy.
Yeah, my eyes are like tearing up now. That was no.
That was my segue to maybe let you play a little music so you can compose yourself.
Oh, sorry. He said mistakes were made.
Yeah.
I get that was pretty good too. All right, let's go into a little bit of Earshot mistakes.
There we go.
This seems to
Yeah, yeah. You
It's been
don't
a minute.
you don't sing like a Kansan. Come on, man.
It's been a minute since I've seen that video. I was thinking, the director was really awesome to work with, by the way.
Yeah, I saw you directed that, didn't you?
I did, but it's not. They make it look so easy, editing video, and it's really not. Like it's. I mean, especially on top of that, when you stack on top of that, you're editing yourself.
Oh yeah.
I hate looking at myself. I hate listening to myself. Believe it or not, like I
Yeah.
just. So it was especially challenging in that way also, and on top of trying not to, you know, trying to also do the song justice because
Right.
I love the song. It's a great song, one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah. It's that was a beautiful song. I was like, that's definitely the one I'm gonna do. And I saw you had, done most of the work on it. So I was like,
Yeah,
2 for 2.
you know,
We're gonna play that.
it was cool because so I have this friend of mine, Eric, and he lives in this house, beautiful house, in Laguna Beach, which is about an hour from where I am in Hollywood. And his house sits on the top of this really high, like mountaintop,
Mm-hmm.
and his back patio, which is huge, is just all you see is ocean. Like it's the most beautiful view ever. Like every time I go there, I'm just like, I would never leave this
No
patio. Like,
shit.
and he doesn't. He's out there pretty much most of the time. But anyway, so the guest bedroom that I stay in when I stay over there, it's a little private bedroom downstairs, in the house, and it's secluded. Like there's just the guest bedroom and a private bathroom, and there's a bay area. There's a bay window. Sorry, there's a bay
Mm-hmm.
window in the bedroom, and my eyes. I just happened to wake up at like 4:35 in the morning, and that background, that shade in the background, was lit up with that horn of whatever the animal that came from, and I was just like, wow, that's really and all like automatically that song was playing in my head, and so I literally got up and just grabbed my phone and just started filming it, and just for fun, really initially.
Uh-huh.
And then I just kept filming more, and I showed it to my friend Eric, who also does video editing, and I was showing it to him, and he was like, "Dude, this is so fucking cool! Like, you have to edit this and put it to this. This is perfect." And I was like, "Oh!" And it took me a long time to stitch all that together, and of course, just like I'm sure you guys, anytime you create something, especially when it's something not in your wheelhouse, you always
Mm-hmm.
look back at it and you go, wish I would have did that instead. I wish I would have changed that. But I mean, that's part of the art. You just got to let it be and let it be out in the world. But it came out cool. I mean, for an impromptu, unplanned thing, I think it came out really, really cool.
Heck yeah, that is awesome. I love that you gave us some background to that because that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was totally, totally unplanned. Like
You
I'm
didn't have to
literally
reenact any of it at any
nothing,
part?
nothing.
Oh,
Like I literally,
nice.
like what I'm wearing there is like the pajamas that I had on, like a t-shirt and misfit sweats that I had on, and my hair was disheveled, and so I just literally, in playing around with the shot, I just ended up using all that. I didn't go and reshoot anything. That was just what I happened to film in those like hour and a half or whatever it was, and but yeah, just totally unplanned and like just in the moment, inspired just by the light. Like what you see in the video is exactly how it looked, and I was just like, wow, that is so awesome. And you can't hear in the video obviously, but he lives so close, like to the water. All you hear is the ocean waves crashing, like all day and
Gosh.
night long. So it was all I could hear was that track in my head the whole time.
That is so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that again. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I have heard that next Tuesday you might be releasing a new song. Is there any truth to that?
I heard a rumor. We've we've been working on some new music. We just before we put out Humaning, I had a conversation with Judge and Jury, which
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know if you know how familiar people are watching this know who or what that is, but that's Howard Benson's an iconic record producer. He's produced so many great records from Papa Roach to My Chemical Romance to Seether, and now probably, he would probably say his crown jewel, Earshot now. Um, we started having these conversations after, just before Humaning came out, and we were initially we started talking about, did we want to do a deal with that record, but I had already made the record. I'd already paid for it, and we had already kind of started to do a little promotion around, and I wasn't willing to to pull back the reins on it, and restart
Yeah.
the promotion. So what we
Yeah.
decided on was, well, let's do a couple of songs together, and let's see how it goes. And so this is the first song. The other song, I can't tell you what it is yet. It's a surprise, but this is the first one, and and it's really interesting because to further the experiment, they had asked me, had I ever written or thought about writing a song with someone that I didn't know, and I was like, wow, I haven't. I've always written songs with people that I know.
Yeah.
And I was on my way to Nashville to do some recall mixes for Humaning with Johnny K.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, perfect. The person that we want to introduce you to lives in Nashville. We think you guys are going to hit it off, and we just love to see, what happens, and that doesn't have to be the song, one of the songs that we released together, but we'd just be curious to see. So I did. I went out there. His name's Blair Daly,
Okay.
and we hit it off. He's a great guy, and we kind of, I mean, he mostly came up with the music. I had a couple of little ideas that I wanted to throw in there, but I liked what he was doing, and so I'd say, like, in a few hours we kind of had what I call the bones of the song, and I brought that back home with me here to LA, and I just tore into it with lyrics and melodies. And I just recently, I don't know if you guys, how much you pay attention to social media feeds, but I've just started rolling out little snippets, of where I kind of pull back the curtain on, at least what my creative process is. Just because everyone's process is different and unique.
Yeah, we've just talked about that. It amazes me what the process is. There's so many different ways. I mean, that people can write songs. Some start with the drum beat, some start with the guitar, some start with a melody. It's just so many different ways that people do it. And I wish that I could write songs, and so I'm always asking musicians. It's like, hey, what do you do?
Right.
But
And it is. It's. I mean, I've talked with so many other artists and writers, and people really do it differently. And what I was able to show in the video clips was really, really condensed. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And initially, I had released, I think, 5 of these, and they were so long. I think I was boring people, so I recut them down again, and they seem to be, a lot more tolerable and palatable. But it's so condensed. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of pulling the curtain back that much. But when in a meeting that we had with the label a couple of weeks ago, some of the feedback that they gave me was that people love to get a look in
Yeah.
to the process.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm thinking, why? It's so boring.
It's not though.
I mean, I feel like, in my opinion, I oftentimes, because I look at things through the lens of like what do I think is cool, and from bands that I love, right? And Metallica is probably the only band that I really care about what the process is, because I just fucking love that band, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't think of any other bands that I really would invest a lot of time into, like literally minutes and hours watching the process. I've watched a couple of things. I watched a Beatles one, I think, on the Disney Channel a year or two ago. It was good, and there were some interesting parts to it. But if I'm being honest, I was like, fuck, that was a lot of time I just spent. Like, phew, like, what did I get out of that? Like, but I don't know if you guys remember when Metallica came out with the Black record. They made like a behind the scenes. It was like an hour and a half long or something. I've probably watched that thing 20 fucking times. Like, I even bought it the other day. I was flipping through Apple, the iTunes thing, and they had like, some movies, and one of the documentaries that came up was that Metallica documentary, the studio for the making of the Black record. And I was like, oh my God, there it is.
I haven't seen that in forever.
I watched it again. It was so good. I can't say the same thing about the one they did with the therapist. Like, I saw that at the private screening, Some Kind of Monster. That's what it was called. I got invited to the pre-screening of that, and I couldn't wait to get out like halfway through. I'm like, this is not like the behind the scenes making of the Black record. This is boring. And so anyway, I say all that to say, when I make these things for us, it just feels like a little self-indulgent, but I agreed, to be a team player with the label. They really felt like people love to see that stuff, and so there it is. It's out there. If you go onto our feed, whatever you're on, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like, it's all there. And if you're all that interested to see what it's like, there it is.
Heck yeah, I agree with them. I think there is a huge chunk of people that really are interested in, because I know, like I said, I want to know, how do you do this? How does this band do this? And where does everybody get their inspiration? And it comes, there's no one single thing that's ever, there's never one single thing that every band has that is the same. It's really strange how watching it, and I'm definitely going to go back and I'm going to watch what you've done, because I enjoy it.
Well, there's a couple of more things coming, so I think the last snippets that I think I have coming up, I think, are over the weekend. So one just went out today, and it shows the finishing of the recording part in the studio for it. But I love the track. It's great. And one of the purposes that the label had in mind with me writing with somebody outside the band was they wanted to see, and I remember this in our conversation because it came across to me as a challenge, right? And I love a good challenge. And they said, we also want to see what happens when you write a song with somebody who is from a different era than where you came from. Like, what happens if you write a song with somebody who is in this era right now, and because they do things differently. Not that one's better than the other, it's just different. And that it's not just, musically the writing, but tones, right? The decisions that get made in the music writing process. And I love it. I mean, it still sounds like Earshot, but what's really cool is it sounds like if Earshot came out today, which it is technically, but you know what I mean. Like, we have our particular sound, which it's kind of have been our identity for a long time, and people love that. Our fans love that. Our new fans love it too. But this kind of shows what I'm most proud of is that it shows that we're not a one trick pony band. Like, this is a real living, breathing, like, I work really hard to be the best singer that I possibly can. I work really hard, and you don't get this in the video, unfortunately. And that's why I hate sometimes doing these, but like, if people saw the amount of time that goes into me really digging to find the right words for what I'm trying to say, and then on top of that, make it sound musical and natural. All of those things, it's so hard. It's like a fucking puzzle. And sometimes it's maddening. And then also, how I spend a lot of time sitting around with an acoustic guitar singing songs that I love. Like, I'll take a song and make it my own and completely reimagine it, right? But that's how I keep my voice up. I'm not one of these guys that warms up for half hour or an hour before shows. I just walk out and start singing, and that's because I sing a lot. I sing consistently when I'm not on the road, when I'm not in the studio. I'm doing these things. So these are the things that people, unfortunately, they don't get to see. And my hope is that, an aspiring singer, guitar player, bass player, drummer, or whatever that is, doesn't see this and think, oh, well, it's not that easy for me. Like, I'm seeing him, so I must suck. No, it takes work. It's a lot of dedication. Yes, you have to have some natural given ability, but you still have to work at being great. You just do. There's no way around that.
Yep. There is no easy button for it. And if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Of course, everybody is doing it. They probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Will, I want to touch base real quick on. I believe Randy can throw up the link on the screen to pre-save your new song for next Tuesday. If anybody wants
what we got here, yes. Let me see.
It's out in the chat or in the comment section.
Comments.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because I've actually gotten this question a handful of times, just today. People asking about pre-save links. I made a video about this. I don't know if you guys, again, I don't know how closely you guys follow Earshot, but I'm gonna assume that you don't watch it at all. That's how that's how I just do. But I just put together like a PSA video announcement. And what I'm talking about is, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this, how we used to follow and support bands is different today than it used to be back then, right? Like, back then we were buying CDs and albums, and in some cases, some people were buying cassette tapes and 8-tracks once upon a time, but it's not that way anymore. Like, how you support a band nowadays is, we're in the streaming era. That's where we're at. It's not ever going away. And CDs and vinyl will always be hanging around, but they're not in meaningful numbers. They're just not. And the entire industry, is focused on streaming, because that's the data that everybody can access, right? Like, you used to, back when we were selling records, you had to go in, and be subscribed to services that would tell you how many records were sold, where they were sold. Streaming has kind of demystified all that, right? So you can go into Spotify, you can go into Apple Music, you can go any of these streaming companies, and it'll tell you, pretty much like in the days where you sold records, it'll tell you who's streaming it, how old they are, where they live, what part of the world they're in, when they're listening even. I mean, there's all kinds of data there. So as much as I love CDs and I love physical media and I love being able to open up, a CD booklet and look at the pictures and touch and feel, I love that. The reality is the horse has left the barn.
It's over. Yeah.
And so to really support a band nowadays, and by support, I don't mean, listen, we're not making a lot of really hardly any money on streaming. That's not the point. Music, streaming companies about discovery now. It's not about making money. Selling CDs, you can make a little bit of money, but now it's just been decimated. So all we have left now is artists and musicians is touring and merchandise. Like those are the two key things. And so I'm tying this all back around here. So streaming, when a venue or even a bigger band or a booking agent, or the first thing they do when they come across a band, whether it's us or any other band, is they go, what are the streaming numbers?
Yeah.
Right. So if you want us to come to your city, the promoter in that city, that's the first thing they're going to do.
Yep.
Well, how many? Because they're trying to determine how many tickets can we sell to pay for bringing him out here, right?
Yep.
So they're going to look in there and they're going to look at streaming, because it wouldn't matter if we sold 10,000 CDs in Madison, Wisconsin. They won't see it. They just won't see it. Like, okay, great. Well, we've sold 10,000 CDs and we're going to make that money. That's great. But a promoter isn't going to see it. They're going to look at streaming, and if it's low, they're going to go, I don't think we're going to sell the tickets. They're not getting that much action here. So there's a lot of these reasons. And I know that a lot of, the music listeners, this is not their responsibility to know this information. So I try my best to educate people the best I can in layman's terms, in ways that they can digest and metabolize. That's just the way it is. So back to how this all started. Sorry, I get long-winded sometimes. But the pre-saving, you don't need to do it. If you go onto Spotify or Apple Music or whatever whatever streaming platform you're on, if you're following us or favoriting us, it's automatically going to kick out our new releases to your playlist. It's going to notify you. So there's no need to pre-save anything if you're already following us on the streaming platform. It's just more annoying shit for fans to have to do. And plus, the more emails you're giving away, all you have to really do is just follow us on these platforms, and that's it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Peasy.
Heck yeah. Well, everybody go out there, check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. Follow Earshot on in every platform that you can. Hell, even YouTube. YouTube's the same thing. So they look at the numbers.
Absolutely, and it's interesting. I asked this question. A lot of people don't know this. I asked the question, and maybe I'll ask you guys too. Who is, in your mind's eye, who is the biggest music streaming platform in the world? What do you guys think? What do you say? Is it Spotify or Apple Music?
I want to say I use Spotify, so I'm going to go with Spotify, but I can see where it could be Apple Music because there's so many people with iPhones and in the Apple, community.
I would say Spotify too, because I'll just disagree with Randy because one of us can be right then.
Well, so they're the second biggest, believe it or not, Spotify. The biggest music streaming service in the world, and believe me, when I first thought about this way back when, I missed it too, so don't feel bad. But the biggest music streaming service in the world is actually YouTube, Google. They're the biggest. They're the absolute biggest. Only because you don't need a subscription. You can go and type it up and listen, and there's 1,000 different versions of songs.
Hell yeah.
Gargantuan. gargantuan. The only thing with Spotify and Apple Music is it's more curated and it's a little more focused. It's, like I can, for Earshot or for any other band out there, we can direct people precisely, to where we want them to go instead of watching, you know, a, a version of our song where the quality's not that great because somebody uploaded it for the fourth time, and it sounds like crap, right? So this streaming companies, give us more of a home base to send people to listen to our stuff. But YouTube, Google, they're actually the biggest music streaming and video content for that matter. So there's that.
That makes a lot of sense. So, oops, did I just, yeah, go to this link. You've got all of those on there. So I think you've got your YouTube on there. It looks kind of like a
Link tree.
a link tree. Yeah. So anybody that's listening or going to be listening later on, please go. You may not have to pre-save, but it'll take you to his page. And by God, once you get on his Spotify, follow on every platform. I mean, I think we should all be doing that.
And that's the thing too. Like, in my PSA video, I mentioned at the end, I hope that my sharing of that information not only helps people find our music that they want to hear, but that it also helps them find other music that they like and love, that they want. Because that's the biggest pain point. Every time I go out and play shows and I talk to our fans, it's like, if I had a nickel for every time I heard this, I'd be rich, literally. But every time I hear, I didn't know that you guys had a new record out. How? And I'm going, how? We post about it.
Right.
They just don't. And and that's the fix. That's the only way, because as you guys already know, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, it's all algorithm based. It's not going to always show you. And as a matter of fact, when it sees me put out a post talking about a new release or a new show, the algorithm sees that and it sees that I'm trying to sell something, right? And don't forget, they don't want you to leave their site. And also, the algorithm goes, wait a minute, you can't just make money off us. You got to give us something, right?
Yeah.
So this is why a lot of that stuff, like, either you have to get, either it has to spread word of mouth, or you have to figure out a way to access you, which is why you see a lot of mailing list signups at shows from bands. Right? That's the way that they can make sure that you're seeing, new releases, show announcement, et cetera, et cetera. Social media is so unreliable in that regard. Unless you're buying ads, then they'll show you. But because then now you're giving them a cut, essentially, right? So it's a business, and I'm not saying that, by the way, to villainize social media. They're a business just like any other business. They got to make money too. And to be fair, they probably didn't invent their businesses for guys like me, to help me, further my career. So I get that. But again, just create awareness. That's what I try to do for our fans, is just create awareness, not just for us, but for all other bands, just so that they understand, what's happening. Because I know they probably don't care to take the time to know all this stuff. Why would they? Why would they?
Heck yeah. So everybody go and check out earshotband.com. I'm sure you've got everything on there. That's the website for Earshot. And I was looking at some of the tour that you've got coming up here soon, and Louder Than Life. What?
Yeah,
Heck
Louder Than
yeah.
Life. Looking forward to that. We just did Incarceration also.
Right on.
Last month. That was a lot of fun. We also did Rockfest in Wisconsin. That was also a lot of fun. But outside of that, a lot of the shows that you see on our website, those are those are just our shows with our friends Heartsick. But It's a little nerve wracking, to be honest with you. It's been, we reactivated. It's been a couple of years now, but we're just now starting to really venture out there, and it's tough because a lot of people still aren't aware that we're back, and making music and touring. So there's a little trepidation for me in terms of, are people gonna turn up? Do they know that we're coming? All of these different things that are out of my control, so to speak. I hate that, but it's part of the deal, unfortunately, in this business.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming on. This has been very informative. I think me and John have talked to a lot of different bands and going, have you figured out the music industry yet? Do you know what to do? Is it singles? Is it albums? Is it what's the combination? What's happening? And I got more out of you tonight than I've gotten out of any of these bands. It's great.
I can answer that question that you just asked, though. The answer to that question is
Was that the answer?
I don't. Oh.
I don't even know what to do.
did I leave you on the cliffhanger? It's like a cliffhanger.
John was like, dude, I don't know what to do.
No, a phone call came and it just destroyed the connection.
Oh my gosh, that was perfect timing, though.
God.
I'll give you the answer.
Cliffhangers are my specialty, so glad I could help.
Great.
No, but to answer your question, the real answer to that has nothing to do whether you're putting out singles or full-length albums. What it has to do with is writing great fucking songs.
Yeah.
And I don't mean good sounding songs. That's not what I mean. What I mean is writing songs that connect with people, like really viscerally. And if it sounds great and the production sounds great, that's bonus. Nobody cares about that. Maybe there's a small faction of people that's all they care about. But if your goal is to try to have a career in this business, then you have to write things that people just undeniably love.
Yeah.
And the only way you can do that is if you create something that people either love or they hate. Anything in between, you're dead in the water.
Absolutely. I hate to say it. When you said that, it reminded me of Bon Jovi. When they came out with Slippery When Wet, they had one shot, man. They were like, dude, this album's got to make it. So, I mean, they put everything behind it. They figured out the backup vocals. I mean, they strong backup vocals, and Van Halen was doing a little bit, but just Richie singing, doing stuff. They were just doing some things at that time that a lot of other bands weren't doing, and it caught. It just caught. They did it at the right time, the right way. Not only did they get the guys, they got the ladies now. So,
right. And I read a story about this. It's funny you mentioned that. When they were making Slippery When Wet, what they also did is, I guess, evidently there was a school, like a high school, either a high school or an elementary school that was down the street from where they were recording.
mm-hmm.
And what they would do was I don't know what the frequency was, if it was every few days or every time they got a song close to being done, they would go to the school and they would bring 10 to 20 of them back and they let them listen. They'd go, do you love it, like it, hate it? And that's how they were making decisions.
Hell yeah.
With that record, they wanted, which is brilliant. And the other side to that too is that they still got lucky, because it's hard to make a record that everybody likes, right?
Yeah.
But that's how in depth I understand that they got with making that record. Like he did not want to miss
Yeah,
that
they
record.
one shot that I can't remember what I was watching. I don't know if it was a behind the scenes something, but it was one of the. He was like, if this album failed, we were done. We were done. It was over. You'd never see Bon Jovi again.
Yeah, what a shame that would be. I mean, what a great storied career he's had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
All right, Will. Well, thank you so much. And
My pleasure.
this was great. And anytime you want to come back on, just hit us up. We would love to have you on. And if you have anything to promote, we would love to help you promote it. Just hit us up, man.
Love it. Thank you guys so much for having me on. Thanks for the opportunity. And I would love to come back on again at some point.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
You too, guys.
Bye-bye.
Randy, play us out.
We bang your ugly friends too.